Fellas, I think I found PTFS's new airport. So might as well start? We will, but before we begin, only a small sender asked to subscribe. So if you do think that I'm a good YouTuber, please do consider subscribing, hit the bell for notifications so more PTFS folks watch it. Otherwise, I'm not a secret hacker who can see what Orange is doing, so please do take this video as a grain of salt. Anyways, let's go! Let's go ahead and start on the handsome Orange 12345's profile, and we're gonna go ahead and go to inventory. Then, we will go ahead and head over to decals. And if we go over here, what is this? Well folks, it's actually a flag. I mean, what flag you might ask? Well, this flag belongs to the Netherlands Antilles. Now some history, so I extend this video because it helps find our airports. The Netherlands Antilles were holdings in the Dutch kingdom, which held 6 islands in the Caribbean: Morocco, Bonaire, Aruba, Saint Martin, Saint Eustatius, and Sabah. Caribbean islands are surrounded by water, so obviously they have airports, meaning if the flag decal is made for PTFS and a PTFS exclusive, the airport must have come from this region of the world. But wait Bulls, you do realize the flag you showed us was with 6 stars, and the actual flag is 5. Yes, I know. In 1986, Aruba said "doei" and was left with 5 until 2010, where the holdings were reincorporated into the Dutch Caribbean nation. With that, Aruba's international airport, Queen Beatrix, is not included into consideration. However, there are still 5 islands which have 5 airports on them that could be added to PTFS. So with that, let's go ahead and look at every single one of them with airport information, what aircraft would be spawned here, the terrain around it, and more. FD Roosevelt Airport. The airport is named after US President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had Dutch settlers on the island who lived on St. Eustatius. The largest aircraft that operated here was the ATR-42. So I can see the largest aircraft to operate here is the Q400 and CRJ700, along with small aircraft like the Cessna and Twin Otter that will operate like St. Barth. On their southeast is the Quill, a dormant volcano and the capital of Oranjestad. There's also a national park north of the airport. Flamingo Bonaire Airport. The airport is served by large airlines like KLM, United, TUI, American, and more, and is the international gateway to the island of Bonaire. Since KLM used to operate 747s into the airport, my guess is that the airport will operate everything except the A380 like Grindavik. With a tropical bay, a small island called Clean Bonaire, and beautiful beaches, this airport surely brings a punch to holiday travel. Morocco International Airport. Flights from North and South America plus routes to Europe by KLM and Air Belgium, the airport brings tourists who well needed a good old break. With a long runway, KLM also used a 747 into the airport, so the airport can have the same planes as Bonaire. With a town in Willemstad that has a UNESCO World Heritage Site and beaches with coral reefs, it can certainly be very pretty in a very nice little Caribbean island for sure. Princess Juliana International Airport. Ah yes, Juliana. The airport will serve 747 and below because again, those baby blue queens need some warm vacations. Well, until they retire. The benefit here is that beach right next to the airport, like basically on the doorstep of the airport. You know it, the queen's yeeting people into the ocean. Can't be that bad, right? This beach is certainly a cool incentive with PTFS plane spots, including this Canadian dude. Along with some hotels and resorts on beaches with Caribbean architecture on the island, we can also see the French side of the island being built as well. But maybe for later time. Sabah. And here belongs the shortest runway in the world. Sabah owns it. With mountainous terrain around the airport, it is very reasonable why it's so small. Below the 1,312-foot runway is rocky terrain and water, so it gives players some adventure feel to their flight. My guess is that the aircraft to be spawned here is the Twin Otter, and smaller, as the only aircraft that operate here in real life is STOL-operated aircraft. That really doesn't stop people from getting a plane from Perth to ram it in A380 into the airport, which is basically the size of it, so who cares? That's Wes. The island would feature rocky terrain with small cottages, which would be a cool sight and different from other terrains. So, there are all your airports. Now a prediction on what airport would be added. Keep in mind that any of them can be added if my theory of the Netherlands Antilles is correct, but here we go. I think the 2 islands and airports that would be added to PTFS is Princess Juliana on the island in Saint Martin and Sabah Airport. Now, not saying that the other 3 are boring, but those 2 are the most popular and well-known within not only PTFS or any aviation on here on Roblox, but the aviation community outside of this platform. PTFS is dying to have some kind of revitalization, and the 2 airports is bringing it farther than expected. I can already see the adventures players will have with these new islands, with plane spotting, ATC 24, and roleplay, including Sabah especially. That would be really fun. These airports are expected to be near St. Barth, so I can't wait to see how this plays into PTFS. So that's opinions. Well, Bulls Nation, I hope you enjoyed my good old tall tale. If you did enjoy it, please do consider subscribing as it helps the channel a lot. But hey, it's just a theory, a PTFS theory. Thanks for watching.